In this video, we're actually going to be going through some of the leaked patch notes for Season 14 itself, whether it's character updates, weapon changes, or even map updates as well. Sections of the code were actually leaked, so now we can see, well before when the season starts, what's actually going to happen. Hello, I'm FirePug. If you guys are new, first of all, welcome to my channel. Secondly, if you want more Apex Legends content like this on your YouTube feed, instead of all that other junk that's out there, make sure to subscribe. It's totally free to you. It helps me out a ton. I do appreciate every single subscription. Also, if you're a controller player, you want grips for a PlayStation or Xbox controller, you can use code FirePug for 10% off your purchase of SwiftGrips. You can literally get a pair of grips for your controller for less than $2 using my code. And they're also known for fast shipping, so I highly recommend you go check them out if you're looking for a pair of cheap grips. The link is in the description. Without further ado, we're going to get started right away here with the leaked update patch notes for Season 14. As we see, Season 14 update 1.01, as in this is the first update for the season. First off, we have character updates here. Octane Stim Health Drain is going to be 0. So this basically means Octane will no longer take damage when stimming. Next on the list, we have changes to Rampart, and then it says Wall Health. So the health of her tactical ability, those walls, will now be infinite. Moving on, both Wattson and Caustic received buffs to their tacticals. As you see, Wattson's Fence and Gas, the damage has been increased. Wattson Fence now does 200 damage, and Caustic Gas now does 100 damage. This makes sure that Caustic Gas will one-tap you. Moving on to Wraith. Wraith will now have an infinite phase duration. As we see, we have phase duration infinite. So the big question I have with this one, other than what was Respawn thinking, is will you be able to choose to queue out? Or will once you just queue, will you be stuck in that for the rest of the match? Moving on, the last one here is Seer Passive Call. Now this is actually not call, it stands for see all, as in as a passive, Seer can see everybody on the map. Next up, we got a couple weapon updates here, 5 of them to be exact. First of all, we have Kraber, and then KP actually stands for care package in Respawn's code. I don't know why they do this, maybe they can't spell, but Kraber is staying in the care package, and its damage is going to be equal to the P2020. That's what it means when they put the percent signs around it. It means it's going to be equal to that same weapon. It's going to mirror it. So the Kraber will now do the same amount of damage as a P20. Next, we got the Devotion and the Havoc. This is basically a turbocharger attachment update, and it's going to be DEF, which means default, which means it's going to come on the Devotion and Havoc. It's basically probably not going to be an attachment anymore, and just going to be a part of the way the weapon works. With the Rampage and the Spitfire, man, is it going to be LMG season out there. We have mag size all, which means for default mag size, white mag size, blue, purple, legendary, all of them are going to be proportionally upgraded times 4. So they're going to quadruple the magazine size on those LMGs. Next up, we have Mozambique, and as you see, like before we saw with the Kraber, the Mozambique is going to be KP, which means in the care package, and the damage is going to be multiplied by 10. This is going to be absolutely insane. And unfortunately, with these patch notes, I can only show you what is labeled as care package. I can't say what all the weapons in the care package are going to be, but we know for sure one of them is going to be the Kraber, one of them is now going to be the Mozambique. Lastly, for weapons, we have the Charge Rifle, and its damage is going to be simply tripled. Big fan of that one. I'm sure it won't be annoying at all. Lastly, you guys want to know about the maps. I'm going to tell you about the maps. First off, we have World's Edge, which will be vaulted. Vaulted means it is going to be unavailable for the season or until they choose to bring it back. It doesn't mean it's deleted, it means it's gone away. So no World's Edge. We're also going to see Olympus and Store Point also be vaulted. However, Kings Canyon. Now Kings Canyon is the one that's going to be receiving the major map changes in this season. I made videos about this in the past. It's been data mined and leaked everywhere. Basically, there's going to be some reconstruction around the Salvage X Skull Town Thunderdome area. And basically, the message Respawn is leaving with the Kings Canyon is we bringing back Skull Town because the map is low-key pretty mid without it. And that is pretty much all what we have here. So we had a good chunk of character updates, weapon updates, and some map updates as well on top of that. I'm pretty hyped, looking forward to the season. I think Respawn made some good changes. It's been a while since Respawn really shook things up with the season. Last few seasons have been pretty much the same thing on repeat, so it's nice to see that we're finally going to really shake things up in Apex Legends here. Let me know what you think of these patch notes down in the comments. Thank you all for watching. I will see you later.